What have you guys been up to? Anything fun, interesting, exciting?
No.
Not depressing?
Well, today, Olsen woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So that was
5:11 is what... I'm not even kidding. That's when I checked the clock. It was
Never
5:11.
forget.
Whoa.
That's 3:11.
Amber is the color of my
Anyway,
energy.
yeah, so he was up at the butt crack of dawn. That was not fun. And so we went to Courtney's house today. And she did my nails. And we tried this. These are regular nail polish, just plain old regular nail polish. This is some new product that is supposed to be allergen free, which I'm not sure yet. And then this one is just plain acrylic. And I'm not sure if either one of those are going to work because they do look like they are starting to get red around my cuticle. They don't hurt and they're not itchy, but...
That one looks a little puffed up. Okay. Mostly your middle finger.
So anything interesting or not depressing?
First time getting her nails painted in months.
Months.
Months?
Really missed it.
Why months?
Been having allergic
Joshua,
reactions.
where have you been? I've been having allergic reactions to all the nail polish.
Not informed.
Like all of the skin around my nails has been falling off.
Was I supposed to know that?
We've talked about
We
it on
literally
the pod.
talked about it on the pod.
Methinks. I don't know.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar at all.
I mean, you been up to anything interesting, fun, not depressing?
Watch any new movies?
Yeah, we did. We went to the theaters last night.
The
What'd you see?
theaters?
See No Evil.
You went to
Ooh.
see a spooky movie?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah.
Josh has been on the
Joshua-
spooky train for 2 years.
That's you guys have a fundamental disunderstanding of my takes on these things.
A disunderstanding?
Yeah, it's because you guys are being rude as fuck about it.
I'm sorry that you were a little fucking baby until
Yeah.
3 years
That's
ago.
not what it is. If the movie has a scary figure like a Babadook, like The Ring, like those things I don't like. But if it's just a suspenseful thriller, it's fine.
So do you read all the spoilers before you go in just to make sure?
You can. First of all, I watched See No Evil and then we saw it in theaters. I saw it twice, both when you fuckers walked in. Hello.
I knew it, Josh.
Welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Back, and here we are. And it was a good movie.
Really?
It's a very good movie. It's one of those movies you don't got to see more than once, though.
Okay.
It's a suspense thriller. No spoils.
I do love... My favorite genre of movie is like a suspense thriller. But there's about, I don't know, 15 good ones in history.
Yeah. This one, so there's a great app. This is not, we're not sponsored. There's a great app called RunPee, and it's entirely free. And when you go to the movies, you start it at it tells you when to start it, and then it tells you when you can take a bathroom break. And it's an amazing app.
Interesting.
And when you go to use it for a bathroom break, it'll give you a synopsis of what you're missing while you're in the bathroom break.
Wow.
And they also rank it on this is if you need to go, you can go here, but this one you can go, you're not going to miss anything. And this movie had the last break. It's only a 2-hour movie, right in the middle of the movie, and it was you cannot leave after this because it's a long, suspenseful, just build up, and then it hits the middle mark, and it's just boom, 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 and you can't miss nothing.
You sold me.
That's a pretty cool app.
It's a great app.
Except for I don't have a little baby bladder and I can hold it for 2 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not drinking 3 things of drink at the movie theaters.
No, we are.
Yeah,
I just go after because I'm not a baby.
I do too.
Okay, but I don't have to go in the middle of the movie is what I'm saying.
Neither do I. I have
then
a girlfriend.
what's the point? Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's fine for her
You
then.
want to make fun of Aurora?
No, I don't.
Aurora, come here. Erica hates you this week.
It's not at all what I said.
Wow, you have a bladder that matches the size of your
Yeah,
your
no, it
frame?
makes sense for Aurora.
Great. You have a disunderstanding of my bladder then.
I thought you had a big meaty bladder. Now I'm learning that you have a tiny little weak bladder.
I have a big bladder.
Oh, that sounds like an issue. Have you gone to the doctor about that?
Yeah. And they said it's perfectly normal. There's nothing the matter with my bladder. They said it, not me. It's a quote. You can't make fun of me for it then. They
Sure.
said it.
They said it.
I went to the doctor in Long Island.
Ew. I've never thought about that. There's a lot of doctors with bad accents.
Yeah.
How do you ever take what they're telling you as like the truth?
You don't. They're all freaking quacks anyway.
Fraudsters.
P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois, 61350 if you want to send us in mail.
This is crazy.
A
Josh,
package.
he keeps doing it. He keeps tricking us with the packages.
Shake it. See what it is.
Legos. It's not quite Legos, but maybe Lincoln Logs.
Nightmare Neighbor.
Oh, flip it over. Or the other one.
You can say our names. Hi, Judgies. Hello. It's your favorite listener couple, Mike and Ike and Caitlin.
Ooh.
That sounds like a
Polycule.
throuple, really.
No, and Mike and Ike is the name we gave them.
Oh, okay. Caitlin thought commit to the bit. Every Mike and Ike flavor she could buy.
We do
Also-
love commitment to a bit here.
Also included a proper Ponyta? Ponyta? Ponyta?
Yep, no one knows what that is.
And a Rapidash card just for Josh. How do you actually say it?
Ponyta, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't deserve the hate.
That's brave to say. To have that on camera, that's brave to say, Erica.
Okay. I feel like
I'm
Erica
just-
just ad-libbed that part.
No, it's here in parentheses.
No.
As for Christian and Rick, what's your fave Pokemon? And then it says send it to this Gmail. I've sent an email once or twice. And also, apparently, they've got good stories they've sent in. If I knew there was a fantasy football league for the Judgies, I would have dominated, maybe next year. Below, I will include a neighbor nightmare story. Go Ravens.
Caw, caw.
How do we feel about that?
Fine.
The Ravens a good team?
They beat the Cowboys last week, so that's good for them. They're 1
But
and
aren't
2.
the Cowboys dog shit?
It depends. I mean, yes, but depends.
Okay.
I support the Ravens because I like to see Stavros Halkias happy, but
Yeah.
also I don't because it used to be the Baltimore Colts. And then in the middle of the night, Mr. Irsay said, "We're getting the heck out of here," and surprise moved the team to Indianapolis.
Ursay?
Yeah.
Okay.
The billionaire owner of the Colts, Jim Irsay.
I'm just
So
His father, Bob Irsay.
So we like billionaires now?
No, he's a piece of shit.
Okay.
He looks bad for a 60-year-old.
ooh.
Everybody
Especially with
Google
$1 billion.
Jim. Everybody Googled drug addict. Real bad drug
okay,
addict.
yeah.
Oh, yikes.
At least he's making good use of the $1 billion then, you know?
Well, he's clean now.
Oh, fuck.
He paid like $50 million to save a whale last year, and it died anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah. His girlfriend's vegan, so that's why he wanted to do it, I guess.
Was it an already dying whale or like what?
Something like moving it out of like SeaWorld type beat or something.
Okay.
But his girlfriend is not an appropriate age, I'm pretty sure.
We'll read that story later on, maybe on the bonus episode.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Save that. Anyway, there is a Mike and Ike original, Mike and Ike Mega Mix Sour, Tropical Typhoon, Berry Blast, 10 flavors Mega Mix.
Holy shit.
A Mega Mix, 10 flavors of sweet or sour, and Red Rageous. There's some other weird things.
Pull out the cards, pull out the cards, pull out the cards.
What?
Whoa.
What kind of butt plug is this?
That's not a butt plug.
You're
There's no flared base.
It
He is right.
You're correct, but it looks like a butt plug.
That's going to get sucked right in.
That's for sounding.
Got another UPS truck.
Sounding rods don't need a flared base because you can just Go-Gurt stick them out.
Liquid sweets. What the hell? Oh, okay.
That's it.
Did you show
I
the
lied.
cards?
There's 2 Pokemon cards.
There's actually 4.
There's
Or
2.
3. Look at that. There they are. Thank
Let
you.
me see them.
No, they're mine.
I didn't get to see. Oh, well,
You're going to steal them.
I'm going to steal
These
them.
are PSA graded 10, fucker.
Just let me.
What does that mean?
I want to.
That's actually like from it's probably a reprint, but that's from the original Ponyta or Rapidash set, and these are the newer ones.
You look with your eyes. Do you remember when kids used to do that shit? When you're like, let me see it. And they're like, you look with your eyes when you want to hold it.
Oh, there's a freaking scratch down the back. This isn't worth anything. And it's off-centered.
Oh,
Wait, this is actually an original 1998 or 1999 card. That's actually kind of cool.
I saw that and I didn't know if
Should you be
If it's
touching
a
it with your
reprint.
bare, gross fingers?
your oils are gonna
Did
fuck it
you-
up.
It's got a scratch down the back, a thing here, and it's got another crease here, and it's off-centered, and it's not shiny.
So it's a
Or
piece
rather-
of shit. Why would you even send this to us, Mike and Ike? That was really
What?
stupid of you.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's why I'm touching it with my fingers. It's not worth anything. It's not like I'm devaluing this card.
So Mike and Ike's a piece of shit.
What?
No,
No,
of
he
course
doesn't
not.
have to send the card with value
works
because
for
it has
the
sentimental value.
UPS. He's one of our nation's finest.
Our boys in brown.
Although I didn't realize they make black UPS trucks. Is this not black?
No, that's brown.
You guys, thank God,
This
Erica.
is the darkest brown I think I've ever seen.
That's
this,
true.
This is not UPS brown. If you pee this brown, call a doctor, and not from Long Island.
yes.
I do have to agree with you. That is the darkest brown I've ever seen. But I thought you guys are both about to say it's black, and I'm like, you colorblind fucks.
I mean, it's like very devoid of color. But we don't just talk about UPS on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast.
Anyway, thank you, Mike and Ike and Caitlin, for sending us stuff. That was really sweet of you. Thank you so much.
And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories, and sometimes the honorable, the
Say it.
magnanimous.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He flubbed it
Magnanimous.
just for me. Now I don't feel as bad because I can't say that goddamn word.
I can't either, is the thing. Christian
You
Roger Kleckner
do
goes
say.
online.
Ooh,
Thank
real
you.
quick.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I asked you at the top anything interesting, and then you told us about how you got up early and you got your nails painted. So, yes,
I
what is
didn't
it?
know we were recording and ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, so can I say my interesting thing now?
I've already given you permission to, yeah.
You got such an attitude tonight, Joshua.
I'm
This
letting
is-
you speak.
this is crazy.
insane.
Anyway, my BFF Sydney is here.
That's right. We do have a live studio audience from Life and Lit Pod. That's right, folks. Life and Lit Pod on Instagram and anywhere you can find podcasts, I assume.
Are
Perfect.
you a fucking book nerd? Go listen to that shit.
Because so is she. It's a good podcast. You should listen to it. Anyway, she's here to visit me, and I'm very excited. Say hi. Hi. She's not on camera tonight, but she's here. Okay, now you can go, I suppose.
We couldn't afford her.
That's true.
We couldn't afford an official appearance.
That's true.
Crazy, right? Coming to us from r/actual lesbians.
That's not a whoop.
It's not a whoop.
Whoa.
Surprisingly, that is not a
I
whoop.
really thought that was going to be a whoop.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I had the most terrible date of my life. I'm still in shock. I swear this is a true story.
That
Hey,
makes me
everyone.
not believe it. I haven't even heard it yet, but I'm inclined to not believe it.
I was on board
Okay,
with
made up
believing
story.
it
yeah.
and then saying that this is totally real. And then, well, I mean, yeah, maybe it's not real.
Maybe not.
Hey everyone. So basically yesterday I had the most horrible date of my life. It was awful. But first, some context. I met this girl through a mutual friend. They're not very close, but she said she is a great girl and that we should meet each other. So we saw each other with our mutual friend, and after we first started texting, which was awesome, she was so kind, funny, smart. We've been texting each other for months, and it's been great. So, some days ago, I decided to ask her out on a date. I proposed we go eat sushi because we both loved it. And since she doesn't have a driver's license yet, I told her that I would go pick her up. I live in a city. What were you about to say?
No, you continue.
Doesn't have a driver's license. I picked her up. Everything was great until we arrived at the restaurant. You little son of a bitch.
Well, I thought you were going to say just the live in the city part.
I thought you were questioning why she doesn't have a driver's license.
Here's what I'm questioning. I don't care if you don't have a
because
driver's
it
license.
was yet. I was held up on the yet.
If you've been texting for months and there hasn't naturally been the like immediate
should go.
desire to want to go on a date, I do fear that should be like this probably won't be a very great date.
Also, from every stereotype I've heard about lesbians, I feel like at this point in the relationship, you should be like looking into apartments or
Right.
like moving across country at a minimum.
Yeah, if you're texting for months and it's just like, oh, maybe now we'll go on a date, I do fear maybe, especially since you already kind of had a first date
Yeah.
with your friend Buffer.
Everything was great until we arrived at the restaurant. When we take a seat for eating, I told her I was going to go to the bathroom and wash my hands. And she replied, why the hell would you wash your hands? I don't wash my hands before eating. I stood there shocked, and I only said, well, okay, but I feel more comfortable if I do, so I went. After that, the meal was simply horrible. She burped every time, and not only burping, she also farted. But not even hiding it. She literally said, shit, I have a fart. And started farting.
I love how she sounds upset that she has to fart, but not embarrassed or in any attempt to hide it. Like, God damn it.
Oh. She started farting and burping. I was disgusted. And also so confused, like, what the hell is going on? And over the meal, we were talking. She did not talk to me for almost the entire meal. The English is their second language, so I'm trying to piece it together a little bit. While the meal we were talking, she did not let me talk for almost the entire meal. It was completely different from her messages. She was the one who talked the entire time, saying how great the course she is studying is, and how she's going to be paid in the future a lot of money.
Okay.
We're both currently 20 and studying and not working totally, so we don't all have that much money. I told her that was great, and I expected the same for my career when I finished, and she literally replied with, well, I'm sorry, but your career can be well paid, but it's definitely not a cool career. I'm a software engineer.
Oh, okay.
I think you should leave it and come study my course.
Which is?
They don't say. I'm even more shocked.
Criminal justice.
So, back to the story. I was shocked and really upset that she was criticizing my career while farting and burping. I told her...
That's her career, though.
Yeah.
She's got a career in shitting and farting and burping.
She's got to keep
She's a
up.
podcaster.
That's how we make our big bucks.
She's into ASMR.
That's right. Well,
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
you have to go to college for that?
You like audio engineering.
Communications degree?
You
You get a minor in communications because you're doing it real quietly.
There was a parenthesis here that I skipped over, and it's talking about the education system in their country. And there's, you can either go to college or you can go to PF, which is professional formation, which is basically like a 2-year technical school. And she sounds like she was going to professional formations.
Well, that's where Chang went, and he seemed to be pretty good for himself.
Yeah.
Who?
PF Chang.
Boo.
I got his hopes up, guys. She's criticizing my career while burping and farting, and I was really upset. Then I said to her, in messages, you said you liked my career. She replied, well, yeah, I didn't want to be rude, but now I want to be true.
Honestly, who can blame her?
She kind of cooked with that one. After the meal, she told me that she had to go to the bathroom. And when she came back, she told me literally, fuck, there's no toilet paper. I had to use my sock.
What?
And she had her sock in her hand at this point.
Why do you still have it?
I'm internally crying. After that,
okay. There is a scenario. Did we all assume number
There's
two?
not a scenario.
Did we all assume number two?
Of course. She's been farting the whole time.
No,
of course she's got a shit
they're
brewing.
lesbians. It doesn't have to be a number 2.
Hang on.
What does that have to do
wipe.
with
You still wipe. Girls wipe when they...
Yes,
not gonna
that
just
was not
shake
the
it
question here.
So I'm saying it could be a piss sock and not a shit sock.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
a piss sock.
It could
would
be piss
assume-
and discharge, which would be better than shit.
Why do you even have to bring that up?
It's a possibility. They're lesbians, as Christian said.
Actual lesbians.
All right.
I'm just saying one in charge is better than a 2.
That's what I'm saying.
A mischarge, really.
I am going to freak out.
And if we want to give her the benefit of the doubt, because she seems like she's earned it, maybe she threw away the wiping sock and now has the other sock out. Because well, I don't want to wear one sock.
It's better to look like you're gonna look like a fucking psycho with one sock on coming back out.
You look like a little bit less of a psycho holding a sock.
Honestly, the only scenario in which I would take my sock, like there's no TP, I have to wipe. I'm only bringing out a sock if it's if I have like the worst shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's just a pee, you do a little squat over the pot and do a little dance,
Well,
let
you
it drip.
You could even get
should.
in there and slap
You
it
could-
around and then wash
you
your
could
hands.
literally not even.
She doesn't
no,
wash her hands.
That's true.
not even touch it. You could just like wave, let it just dry, air dry
Yeah, that's true.
a little bit.
You could get in there.
You could.
Yeah.
You
And
could.
then you could just wash your hands instead of taking off an article of clothing.
Correct. I just feel like taking off your sock.
Mm-hmm.
And how much walking are you doing?
Yeah,
Are you
you're
about
gonna
to get blisters?
Yeah.
Like this just seems not worth it.
Is there a
And if I'm gonna take off my sock, I ain't telling nobody. I actually didn't wear. I forgot to wear a sock on that foot today. My bad.
Clumsy.
Crazy.
Is there a world where you're wearing maybe an ankle or a higher sock, and then you sort of just gnaw off the top bit, so you still got the bottom bit, and then you use the top bit? Is there a
No.
world? Okay.
No.
You would rather
Yeah, well, let me rephrase. Actually, I'm gonna
A
rephrase
crop top sock?
a little
Okay.
bit- yeah.
I'm gonna rephrase my no and say, if I was truly, truly, truly desperate,
Yeah.
there's not a lick of toilet paper left in the entire world, I would.
You're going to try to rip the top of your sock off? That sounds like an impossible task, if I'm being honest, guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that bad.
That's we're going to have to try this later.
And
That's
I do
crazy.
think if you're in a dire enough situation to where you're resorting to sock, you're not going to be worried about saving the sock. Like if you're like sweating, you're like like looking around,
Panicking,
yes, like you're not going to be like, well, let me calmly and in a single file line like a fire drill at school gnaw off half of my sock.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt the sock discourse. I'm just finding my spot.
I'm glad because I always still had something. Maybe she's just going to come back and gonna say this date's going so well you knocked my socks off, and then also there's shit on it.
That could have
Ignore that
potentially
part.
saved the date, really.
Yeah,
Like, that's such a good joke. And she'd just be like, I'm sorry. I was just really nervous.
yeah.
But I don't think that's what happened.
No.
Let's find out.
Here's what happened.
Oh, it's because
After all this, I was like, well, okay, I have to go, So I said, okay, I'll take you back to your house. I took her back and I was like, okay, bye, bye, bye. And she said, no, come over. And I was like,
okay.
no, don't worry. I don't have much time, But she insisted. At the end, I ended up going into her house, but no more than for 5 minutes.
That's what we all say.
When I entered, I noticed the smell of weed in there. There's weed and dust sparse everywhere, on the floor, on desks, on the wardrobe. I mean, everywhere. And she told me, while grabbing weed off the desk, this is what you fucking needed. This is crazy. This is what you need to stop being so fucking nice.
What?
Then I looked at the floor and I saw some cockroaches. She told me that her and her parents don't like cleaning, that they just kind of live life. I told her,
That's a vibe.
it's
It's a bad vibe, but it's a vibe.
I'm sorry, but I can't be here for long. And I went back to my car. She texted me saying that I have a problem, that I should change my career and study something cool. I blocked her.
Yeah.
I'm honestly still in shock and also upset because I don't know who that person was in the messages. Like, she was a complete different person than she was in real life. I don't know. I'm just a little bit hopeless because this was like my first serious date with someone. I've never had another one, but I've had other ones, but not like serious ones.
What
Ones-
makes a date not serious? Because I feel like this was not a serious date.
Dinner date's
These
serious.
are less serious because we'd go to like the park or grab a drink or
Oh.
eat some chips.
I could have just shut the fuck up and let you talk. Sorry.
The end. Yeah, you cut me off at the last sentence.
I'm sorry.
That's so perfect. I mean, now you may have lost a friend here. Because does your friend know about this? Because your friend kind
Oh,
of
I
tried
forgot. It was like mutual friend
yeah,
situation.
and she kind of tried to set you up with them. So like, what?
At this point, are they even a good friend to you? Because
yeah,
if they knew this girl at all, I feel like they must not like you if they're trying to set you up with them.
and it is one thing to be a product of your circumstances. Of course, we don't choose our family, but as a 20-year-old person and then giving in to the filth at this point,
Yeah.
that's a choice.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an update here
Okay.
about her telling her friend about the date.
Oh, okay.
Hey everyone, hope y'all are great. A lot of people told me that they want to know what my friend said when I told her about the horrible date.
Mm-hmm.
And what her friend and what her friend made. I'm gonna skip that line because I literally can't even make it out.
Do you want me to help you?
I mean,
It's just broken English.
where her friend made but because she was out of the country, but I don't want to fuck up her holiday. She didn't tell her friend immediately after because her friend was on holiday.
On holiday. Green Day style.
I decided to wait until yesterday when I met her. We went to the pool, but first we talked in her house and I told her what happened. Basically, she's in shock. She says that she knew she smoked a lot of weed because apparently she always is on breaks in class. Always does on breaks during class. I told her that I don't care about the weed as long as she can control herself. It's not legalized in my country, but I stand for it to be legal. Anyways, I told her that that's not what bothered me. What bothered me was how she was a totally different person outside of her messages. I told her how rude she was and how she kept burping and farting all the time. My friend was in shock and could not understand. I also told her what happened during the 5 minutes we were at her house, and of course about the disgusting and horrible sock. My friend stood there frozen.
Did the friend ask to clarify number 1 and number 2?
They don't say.
Useless friend.
She stood there frozen, so I have to assume at that point it's number 2, right?
Yeah.
If it's number 1, it's like, okay, I get it.
I mean, yeah.
With how she fucking lived, there's probably shit on it when she left the house.
Yeah.
They just kind of live life. My friend apologized and said that she can't believe that and that she had to rethink her friendship. She had to rethink. My friend was actually really shocked and is like, now I need to consider what kind of person this girl is.
You should have thought of that before you tried to hook her up with your friend.
I thought she was a chill-ass girl.
Mm.
She smokes weed. She's nonchalant.
Mm.
She just kind of lives life.
Right.
I'm supposed to think she's not a cool person? How I'm sorry that I don't know that my friend just wipes his ass with a sock sometimes.
Do you?
With an old one sometimes, if I'm already going to throw it away anyway. Gets it cleaner than toilet paper.
I was kind of
I
hoping
do
he was going to
believe
deny
that.
it. I kind of have to reconsider things now.
I mean, sue her if she's a freaking entomologist and wants to keep some bugs around the house.
Yeah. Oh, call me. I don't know. I keep recovering from the date, and for now on, I need some space. So no more dates for a while. Thank you all for reading this and for all your support. I really love this community. Definitely a safe place for me, and you guys have helped me a lot.
You're welcome.
Unfortunately, that was to r/actuallesbians, not the Judgies.
Everybody knows that's just
What's the difference,
That's
really?
just a splinter subreddit for us.
Honestly, it is. Thank
Everybody
you.
in there is our fans. They just go somewhere else to talk about actual lesbian stuff.
Yeah.
Our Discord is full of fake lesbians.
Yeah.
And the actual lesbians go over there to talk.
Thank you.
Yeah. Everybody says that.
They've been saying that at least for a while now. Are we over that story?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we over that story? Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for going to bed early because my partner said my eyes were glazed over after having dinner with my best friend?
What were you doing at dinner?
Oh, you can't have a little bit of your social battery drained.
Oh. I, 32 female, just got home from dinner with my best friend. She came over to my house around 5:45 p.m. Over to my house I share with my partner, 37 male. And we each had 2 glasses of white wine before heading out to a local restaurant for dinner. We headed to dinner around 6:30. We shared a bottle of white wine, some tacos, an arancini ball, a platter of breads with a trio of dips. We're home by 8:15. When I get home, my partner said that the wine glasses my friend grabbed from the cupboard were red wine glasses, not white wine glasses.
Okay.
And that
Does
he's
that change the
partic-
alcohol content?
It changes how the wine is tasted, like how it tastes, because you aerate
Yeah.
it differently. It doesn't change the actual, like.
Not a
No.
vino over here.
I'm not. Well, I mean, I drank that one bottle
Yeah.
whatever week.
Yeah.
My
That is my
boyfriend's-
favorite.
My boyfriend's particular about this. No, I just started the process of moving in with him, and we've already had a few tiffs that make me feel like this is his home and I'm just kind of living in it. I said I didn't see what the big deal was. They're just wine glasses. And given it's the first time she's been here, if she grabbed coffee mugs or poured the wine in coffee mugs, what did it matter?
It only matters if it was an expensive wine. Like if it was like a $300 bottle of wine,
Yeah.
and you're not like min-maxing the wine, I'd be a little perturbed.
Okay.
If it was Franzia and he's pissed about it, you can fuck off. You can wash wine glasses. It's not
Yeah.
a big deal.
Anyways, after being told...
I'm getting a lot of yeses from over here. I'm just saying it would be a little understandable to be a little perturbed.
No.
If somebody cracked open a 300 bottle of wine and they didn't even get like full, like let's say, here's what I'm saying: you're shit-faced, blackout drunk, and then you crack open a $300 bottle of wine and you drink it, and you don't even remember it the next day.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be like, well, what the fuck was the point of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's different than the wrong cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
But this guy's a vino, is
Okay.
what I'm saying. So you're not experiencing the full palate, the full nose, the full body.
I just feel like anybody that's not trained in it isn't going to experience that anyway.
Yeah, my palate's not sophisticated enough to even taste the difference between glasses.
Not if you're drinking it out of coffee mugs.
That's true. What if it's a silly, goofy coffee mug?
Wine is wine, no matter what cup you drink it from.
It's not necessarily true.
Okay, fair enough.
If
But
you drink it from that one cup where...
At church?
Yeah, that's the blood of Christ,
That's different,
actually.
brother.
No, it's that one cup that you can never fill it up. What's the name of that cup?
Pythagorean's cup?
Yeah, something like that. Or the assassin's teapot. Then that's not
About the
wine.
same thing.
okay.
You don't know your cups, Erica. This is the thing, is you don't know your cups, and you're coming at me with heat about cups. And I know my cups.
Okay. All right, you know what? That's fair enough. That's fair.
Anyways, after being told off about using the wrong wine glasses, to which I said, when I brought my wine glasses, we wouldn't use his anymore.
Your what?
My wine glasses?
My wine.
You're right. I'm sorry. That's absolutely fucked up of me. I said we wouldn't use his anymore. And then he asked me, what's wrong? And then I looked like I was about to cry. I was obviously annoyed because I felt like he was being irrational, but I definitely wasn't emotional. And I told him that, no, I wasn't. He said, oh, so your eyes are just glazed over then?
I mean, she had a couple of glasses of wine, and then she also had a bottle of wine at dinner, so she's probably a little drunk.
Yeah.
And the maraschino ball or whatever the fuck.
Oh, it's fermented for sure.
This really annoyed me because last weekend he went out with his mates for 6 hours, came home absolutely
Mates?
hammered,
British.
and proceeded to be rude and belittling to me. You gotta dump this guy.
Yeah,
is
this guy
crazy.
sucks.
Did we get their ages? I know he's 37.
She was 37.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's 32. He's 37.
It's fine.
Blah, 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 blah. Mates absolutely hammered, belittling. So I found it really offensive that he was making comments about my eyes being glazed over.
Yeah, he can fuck off.
Yeah, this is the stereotypical just dude controlling woman.
Yeah, I took myself to bed because I think he's being absolutely ridiculous and then he told me that I was being a dickhead. So you tell me, am I being the asshole here?
No.
No, never. A little bit about the wine, but other than... Just use the right glasses. I'm sorry.
Maybe break up with your boyfriend and find somebody that doesn't treat you like shit.
Well, yeah, obviously. And he should break up with someone who respects stemware.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Josh. Push that button that says shut the fuck up, Josh.
You're going to put champagne?
Ooh.
That's not the right one.
Well, I have to go to a whole different menu. Don't worry.
It'll be worth it.
Shut the fuck up,
Thank
Josh.
you.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, that sucks. I thought it would play the whole thing.
Rude.
It got in there once.
That's like putting beer in a shot glass, is all I'm saying.
We literally do that.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Power Hour coming up soon.
Maybe before this one. We'll never know. Halloween's on a Thursday. How do we feel about that?
I hate it.
Yeah. Come on,
I mean, it's
Halloween.
Always on a weekday.
Well,
It's a day of the week every year.
So stupid. So dumb.
yeah.
Now, come on.
sucks.
That was definitely a joke you would make. That was a Josh.
This man respects his
Flavored joke.
weekends.
Did I imply that it wasn't?
No, but you called me stupid.
I said the joke was stupid.
Oh, you know that is actually a
Which
Josh
means
joke.
it's a joke that I would make. What do you mean?
see on the next side of this. Oh, you got something to say? I can see it on
something in the story reminded me
tongue.
of something, and now I can't remember it.
wine
Towards the
glass,
end. Oh, wine glass.
hammered, belittling, mates.
Halloween.
Whatever.
Power hour.
It's not important. We'll see you on the other side of this break. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yep.
And welcome back on the side of the break, folks. This side of the break where we get to do a little thing we like to call
Circle Jerdge. What the hell? It's the Circle Jerdge.
And for all of our new listeners, that's where we just sign on to do whatever the heck we want. We judge around this circle, and sometimes
Christian does that.
Christian has the Circle Jerdge.
So I've been watching a little YouTube recently, a little leftist content, with the weird political
Here we go.
thing going on right now.
Always getting
And I watched-
political.
The election.
Yeah, it's kind of a fucked up situation we got going on.
It is.
And I started watching Hashan,
What the hell? Oh, no.
and I was watching his book club, and it got me thinking,
Uh-oh.
damn, maybe I need to start reading theory.
Uh-oh.
And so I started reading Dad Jokes for Kids by Jimmy Nero.
I believe this was sent in to us by a listener a long time ago.
This was.
Whatever listener you are, thank you.
And so I read about half the book, and I dog-eared some of my favorite jokes in the book that I...
Through the first half.
How do we
Basically
feel
the
about
first
dog
half.
ears?
Ooh, as a
As a
book
book
reader.
lover, you're fine with dog earing pages?
Pro dog ear.
That surprises me.
What are you guys' stance on?
Books are meant to be loved and used. Okay.
Ooh, I actually love that a
Are
lot.
you a spine breaker when you get a book? No. No? Okay.
I mean, it happens when I read them.
I was
Yeah.
going to say...
I don't like it. But dog ear's fine.
Yeah.
When I don't read often, but when I do read like a big book and it's like you're like only this far in the book and it's like I am a spine breaker here.
My issue is,
I hate when it's like the moment I let go and it shuts, I'm like, oh
yeah, but then I do it so much that the pages start falling out. Do you know what I mean?
No.
no.
Especially when I was taking notes, like I would have it open and then it would it's just like some of the pages would start falling out. It's just cheap binding, I wouldn't do it on a book that I wanted to display or anything.
There's 13 chapters in this book. I think I only got to chapter 8. So
There's chapters in a
I don't know if
Joke
I'd
book.
really call it chapters, but it's listed as table of contents and it's got kind of themes-ish.
that makes sense.
This one comes from Oddballs and Things.
Okay.
Don't you hate oyings?
What?
What's an oying? This joke.
What?
What's annoying? How do you say oying? This one took practice, dude. This one's cerebral.
Practice. Just imagine him in the bathroom like,
Annoying.
Oi.
Annoying.
It's no,
Don't
it's
you hate
it's
oying?
an oying.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. I would have said I'm criticizing the joke, not your delivery.
Here's the problem. I didn't have time to practice this in the mirror. I
You
thought I was going to.
You did deliberately dog ear that joke though.
Yeah, it was the first good joke in the book.
It was
It's
the
on page
first
1.
joke.
Yeah, but it was the second joke in the book.
Okay. That's annoying.
Oh, what?
This one honestly is cerebral. I don't think I get this one, so I wrote it down. Why do we dress infants in onesies? I get it now. I just had to read it out loud. Because they can't dress themselves.
Oh, okay.
I read that one like 4 times earlier. I just had to read it out loud.
Yeah. So that one's cerebral for sure.
It's cerebral on the page.
It's a real thinker.
Out loud, it made a little more sense.
Well, the issue is onesie is an onomatopoeia. You sort of got to say it out loud.
A onesie and a twosie.
And now this is the first long joke I've found in the book. When I was in school, my teacher liked to tease us. One day we came into class and she told us she had an announcement to make.
Okay.
Class, we decided to have a half day of school this morning.
Hell yeah.
She said this and all the kids cheered. And then she continued, and then we'll have another half this afternoon.
Oh, you little stinker. You little stinker of a teacher.
Oh. Big build up, little payoff is what I wrote in the margins.
That was my nickname in high school.
Dad, are you smart? Yes, I believe I am. Can you spell it? Sure. S-M-A-R-T. You said you're smart, but you can't even spell the word it.
Classic.
That's a classic.
I have in the margins here, absolutely got his ass.
Yeah. That's how, yeah. That facts and logic, for sure.
All right, and Josh, this one's going to you because this is from the jock jokes section.
Thank you.
And as I guess you're an athlete too. You're way more athletic than me.
She's
but
not a jock,
I
though.
guess I'm an athlete. Okay.
You're definitely a jock.
I'm a jock.
Because in my head, it's like I remember Josh wearing like the football jersey at high school, you know?
Yeah, and girls
That's
can't
some
wear
jock shit.
Yeah, girls can't wear football jerseys.
Do you own a Letterman jacket? He still breaks his out from time to time.
No, I was poor. I couldn't afford a Letterman jacket.
I was rich. I bought 2.
Whoa.
It's one of those things that my mom like made me get.
You can do payment plans on it.
Yeah, that was not going to be. It was either, I could get a Letterman jacket or I could play club volleyball.
Did you get a class ring?
Yeah, my mom made me get a class ring.
Wow.
I also have a class
I
ring.
was going to say, I could feel like a class ring could be the equivalent to a Letterman jacket.
I do have that.
But the fact that he has both is like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind. You stole the
Do
show
you have
there.
one? I just recently got an email from SIU asking me to buy a class ring from SIU.
It's never too late.
And they're not even cute.
Of course not. They're all gaudy as fuck. I guess I don't know about women's class rings. They're not cute. Yeah.
They're not cute.
Because like on the men's one, they're just so... it looks...
It's got to be like a Super Bowl ring,
yeah, because
basically.
you have to put on so much of the pomp and the circumstance.
Is it still the
This
thing
one's
to like
pomp and circumstance?
gift your significant other in high school your class ring?
That's why my mom like got one. Was because
Just in case.
she had like a formative memory of her yeah, all the girls would be wearing it on necklace and blah blah blah. Blah.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was a freshman,
She thought you were going to be getting laid a little bit more than you were, huh?
She had higher hopes than I did.
when I was a freshman, I dated a senior for like 4 months. Anyway, I wore his class ring around my neck.
What the fuck?
That's how I feel about that one. I don't want to know that information. During
I
halftime,
gave it back to him.
during
didn't
halftime,
even
the
pawn
football
it?
coach went to the break room across from the locker room and tried to buy a drink from the vending machine. Unfortunately, the vending machine ate his money. He yelled, "I want my quarterback!" A moment later, the quarterback, Tom, stuck his head out of the locker room. "What do you need, coach?" It's a jock joke.
It must not be a very good team if the coach is spending the halftime.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To go buy a sody.
It's crazy.
And it was only a quarter.
That was like, oh God.
Anything in the margins for that one?
No, I just had
That one
written
just-
jock jokes.
That one explains itself.
It explains itself, honestly. My car horn wasn't working, so I took it to a friend of mine who was a Boy Scout. He worked on it for a few minutes and told me, "Be prepared."
That is the motto of the Boy Scouts, and the motto of car horn mechanics.
I guess I thought this one I have written dedicated to Josh, and I guess I thought I was expecting a belly laugh or something out of it, which kind of sucks.
That one, no. Well, the issue was that was the thinker. That was a cerebral joke.
Okay.
I mean, beep repaired.
Yeah, I didn't put enough pause.
It took me a second to get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, it's really a we live in a society joke. Like there's more of a than a.
Oh God, this one sucked.
They
But
all-
it sucked so much I had to.
Yeah.
It sucks so much I had to read this one. A little wordy, in my opinion here. Once there's a little flower planted next to an oak tree. It was struggling to grow. No matter how much the people in the nearby house watered the flower, it just wouldn't flourish.
Well, that's the problem. You're overwatering it. It's not getting enough sun.
One day, the flower was on the verge of giving up. "I'll never grow tall and blossom into a beautiful flower," she said. "It's hopeless." The oak tree responded with encouragement. "I'm rooting for you."
Boo!
Okay,
so
tough crowd.
much build up.
So much build up.
So wordy.
This one comes from chapter Utterly Goofy Animals.
They had a pun in the chapter title.
Yeah. My dog cries all the time, but I think it's because of his breed. He's a Chihuahua.
Wow. That is terrible.
It's kind of crazy.
Wow. Because, like, with jokes like these,
I think you probably should have pronounced it chihuahua.
Yeah. I get a little nervous on the spot.
That's fair.
with jokes like these, you it's almost like a riddle where they ask you, and it's like, let me try to figure it out real quick. And I was going through the Rolodex of dog breeds, and boy, is Chihuahua at the very bottom of that Rolodex for that pun.
Yeah. Once there's a porcupine who did. This one's
good.
This one's actually gonna get us,
This
guys.
one's good.
Once there's a porcupine who didn't know who his parents were. How do I find my parents? He asked his friend, the aardvark. Just look for someone who looks similar to you and ask if they're your mom or dad. The aardvark said wisely. So the porcupine searched and searched until he found someone that looked a bit like him. Are you my mommy? He asked the cactus. Okay. What do you call an elephant stuck in a phone booth?
An elephant?
Stuck. Okay,
All right.
You would really think the joke would be on call and phone booth.
Yeah.
You would really think, because you didn't need to say phone booth. You didn't.
A dad went to the pet store because his kids had convinced him to buy a kitten. He was willing to get a cat, but he didn't want to spend too much money. Do you have any kittens going cheap? The dad asked the store owner.
Oh my God! See, and this is what I mean.
Sir.
You fill the joke in, and I already know the punchline. But I would much rather hear this punchline than Chihuahua.
Yeah. Oh no, sir. The owner said, looking confused. All our cats go meow.
Right? Yeah. Or alternatively, no, sir. Those are chickens. Something like that.
Tasty trick. Dude, this one sucked a lot too.
Yeah.
Dad, can I have some shortbread? Afraid not. How come? They aren't making it any longer.
Yeah.
Okay, stinker.
Yeah. Why are you getting offended like you wrote them?
Because I picked out the good ones, guys. This is
Who's the content creator on TikTok that does like these kinds of jokes?
Dax Flame.
No.
Excuse you.
She like, I think her name is it Chloe?
Chloe Longname.
Is
Talk
that
about
what it is?
Talk about Near, the blonde girl that you're like, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Knave.
Nave, something like that. Yeah.
Where she does the jokes and then she does the awkward
Neve
look and
and-
she
yeah.
does a little rock.
Yeah. These are her kind of jokes.
But like the joke is that they suck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Neve. Wise words
Is it
from
Neve?
Neve.
Yes. Wait, let me see again.
Yep, yeah, I know.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Maybe it's where she gets her material.
Good for her.
Maybe she's ripping it from dad jokes for kids.
Let me put my finger back
Dad
there. We're down to the last three here.
Oh no.
One night, my dad was preparing dinner. He had planned to cut up some cantaloupe so the family could have fruit with their meal. For some reason, though, he couldn't find it in the kitchen. Oliver, he called to me, have you seen that melon that was on the counter? I walked in looking guilty. Yes, Papa, I said. Where is it? He asked. It's in the bathtub, I responded. Dad was confused and a little angry. Why'd you put the melon in the bathtub? I replied, because I wanted it to be a watermelon. Crickets.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, there's a sink in the kitchen. The setup should have been that he took it out of the garden.
Okay,
You took it
that's
from a
one-
place that has water and put it to a different place with water. It makes no sense.
Well, I mean, if I have to be honest, the kid had the right logic, because who the fuck wants cantaloupe?
I love cantaloupe.
Okay, you get a good cantaloupe like one in every, I don't know, 1,500?
That statistic is inaccurate.
I feel like you get one good cantaloupe a year.
Are cantaloupes the orange ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't even fucking waste my time asking me if I want muskmelon.
Is that the green ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with the green ones.
I don't fuck with the green ones at all.
I'll eat a orange one every now and then, a bite or two.
I'll eat it, but it's never good. If you get a good one, it's like, oh damn, that is good, and it keeps you like in the game.
Keeps you in the game.
But usually it's fucking bad.
What do you mean it keeps you in the game?
It's kind of like gambling, where it's like you're losing all the time, then you hit it big one time, like I'm back fucking in it, baby.
Oh, I see.
Last two here. I asked my son if he could hand me the newspaper. He told me that newspaper were old school and that he liked to read on his tablet instead. Here, he said, handing me his iPad. You can get way more out of this than any newspaper. That fly didn't stand a chance.
Nice.
Okay, I didn't like that one. Let's hope you're going to like this one.
Trigger warning, suicide. We'll hit you with that before the joke.
Why did the girl cross to the other side of the playground?
To get to the other slide.
To get to the other slide. And this one's kind of a subtle suicide joke.
Slipper slide.
Yeah. This is a sewer slide joke.
No, it wasn't.
Well, then what's the joke of the chicken crossing the road?
Trigger warning, suicide. We'll hit you with that before the joke.
What's the chicken cross the road joke then?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
He's fucking dead, so... Editor, put in roaring audience laughter.
That's been my favorite joke to tell to my mom. Like, what is it? When you say, guess what? And then they're like, what? And you respond with chicken butt.
Yeah.
And they're like, ugh, whatever. And then you say, but guess why? And
Yeah.
she's like, why? And then you would say chicken thigh.
Normally.
Yeah.
But instead I'd say, I don't know, you have to ask him. And my mom's like, oh my God. It gets her every time.
Oh, you got a little dark and twisted, fucked up humor.
You are a little fucked. Have you been dabbling in this?
No. Why? Is that one in there?
So I didn't get deep enough. It might be in the back half.
Christian, do you have a favorite, like, planned joke?
I don't know. I do like assumptions jokes.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's fair.
But
But
like
like a
a
setup
setup?
punchline. Here's a joke I can crack out at a party.
No, I don't think so.
If somebody's like, tell me a joke right now, what do you got?
Nothing, honestly.
Same.
I've got one.
And actually, the pressure of asking, do you got a joke? Immediately, my mind goes, I don't know a single word.
I haven't read a joke book in the last day. I don't know. I've got one, and it's very long, and I think that's why it's funny. It's kind of an anti-humor joke, but I can't tell on the podcast. It's way too long. But it's about a guy asking.
That
for
is a
wishes.
good joke.
It's so fucking funny to me. If you don't, it's like a genie lamp wish, but it's literally the point of the joke is that it's like a 6-minute setup, and then the punchline is like nothing. It just sucks the fucking air out of the room. It's like a perfect Josh joke.
Yeah.
And when I heard it, I literally sat there and I probably read it online when I was like 13. I sat there and memorized it to be like, I need to remember every single detail about this joke because it's so fucking funny to me.
I mean, that's what solidified our friendship. I was like a little like, I don't know about this guy. And then he did the joke.
After
and I
you
went,
found out about the poop sock stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
And then
I would have hoped to learn about that a little bit later.
the
in
genie
life.
joke brought you back in.
It did.
Always does.
It always does.
I've had to have told it around you, Erica.
He has.
I busted out at every party.
What
I
time?
don't remember.
Busting out at parties. And after our Circle Jerdge, we always play a little listener submitted sound. This one comes to us from Kayla. Hello, Judgies.
Hi.
You can say my
Hello.
name. It's Kayla.
Hi, Kayla.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time submitter. My husband and I found you guys from a friend who was ABP and baby.
Hell yeah.
Most of our friend group listens to y'all. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's an insane friend group to have. You guys are all fucking hilarious and funny and jokesters. Maybe a few clowns scattered in there. Anyways, because of that, we're often saying one-liners or repeating soundboard bits. This one in particular, we say a lot, to the point that our kid will randomly start singing it too. I recorded my 5-year-old singing this little soundboard bit. Enjoy the cuteness. Love, Kayla. Let me.
What the heck? Oh my god. No way.
Of course. I fucking hate iPhones. The one time in my life I have my fucking ringer on, I get a notification?
Your what? Sound older. You have your ringer on?
Brother, when I turn it up, it says ring. It's
Nobody says I have my ringer on. Nobody says that.
hand me the clicker.
I'm about to cross the road.
I'm changing the fucking channel.
What the heck? Oh my god. No way.
That is very cute, actually.
I do enjoy that your 5-year-old is not allowed to say hell in this instance.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
What the HE double hockey sticks?
I listened to this the other day when it came in.
Flex.
And Aurora's in here. I just think it's so funny that listeners like associate that sound with our show because it's such a large meme. And to hear so many people be like, that's a Judgies original, or like, that's where I heard it.
I didn't.
It's so funny.
I've never heard it until Aurora did the video of her saying it.
Yeah.
I did.
Till what?
Aurora had a video of her saying it.
Huh?
What?
Aurora had a video of herself saying it?
I mean, it wasn't like of her, but it was her saying it. You guys are at like the zoo or something, and it was her saying
Well, this is when
it.
you're in Charleston with Rachel, I assume.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Now I understand what you're saying.
I was like,
I
she wasn't
don't.
in it, but it's her voice saying it, and I
Yeah.
have never seen it or heard it before that. I thought she made it up too, and I was like, damn, that's funny as hell. Dreams crushed. Heart broken. Scene. Friday night.
Ringer.
Interior.
On.
Brain function gone because I'm freaking ending it. Because of you, buddy.
Because of me? Sorry. I did all I could.
You did all you could. That's more than enough, if I'm being frank.
No, don't kill yourself. You're so sexy.
I honestly, that's kind of what I was looking for. I was hoping I could get it out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Listener submission always comes after listener sound. This one comes to us from Don't Say My Name.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for hating when my boyfriend breathes on me like a dog?
Man can't breathe.
My boyfriend loves...
No, honestly.
He breathes like a dog.
What if it's a chill?
Boo.
My boyfriend's love language is physical touch. We've already dealt with years of figuring out how we work best, and the sex is great, but with actual intimacy. But I'm losing my fucking mind. Not much is subtle with him, as he gets easily excited. Whatever. But my main issue is a lot of the times when he's happy to see me, he will pounce on me like a dog and rub his face against me and start making happy sounds. I don't really mind this, but I've asked him repeatedly to stop this one thing. It's breathing on me like a dog.
How old is this email?
From August. And then there's an update from a week, 2 days ago, yesterday. 2 days ago, yesterday.
I just really feel like we've read this story before.
No. I don't think so.
Hey,
The
listeners.
original was put in listener submissions. The newest one was from the 25th, so yesterday.
Okay.
I want to know if are you dating a golden retriever? Like genuinely? Is this a dog? Like, are you committing crimes right now? Because
Is it illegal to love
He's
your
a dog.
freaking girlfriend a lot? Is that a crime?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be excited.
Oh,
I'm
so
not-
men can't be disinterested and they can't be too interested now? They have to toe a happy, natural line that has consent on both sides now? Is that what I'm hearing?
He'd breathe on me like a dog, moving his face quickly around my face and neck or whatever and exhaling quickly through his nose, which I think
like
is...
sniffing?
Yeah, you know
Like-
what I'm
Yeah, I mean, no. It's not like sniffing. It's more of like...
It's just breathing in and out through your
Yeah.
nose.
Aurora does this.
I guess it would be sniffing, but it is... I think a dog's sniffing when they're doing it.
No, I mean, like a dog like lays down and it's before they do like their exhale because they're, the most they're dogs and they never have a fucking bad thing that happen in their life. They don't have debt. They don't have a fucking mortgage, but they lay down like they have the hardest life in the world and they go,
No, it's definitely.
I don't like the way this sounds in the headphones.
You're gonna like how it feels when we try this on
No.
you tonight.
No,
Okay,
I don't think
never
I
mind.
don't think I'm like that.
well, stop sending him to the doghouse. Where do you think he learns it?
Thank you. I get some bad habits from the bad dogs I'm hanging out with. All right. It irks me. It irks the ever living shit out of me, and I've told him repeatedly to just not do that part. Every time he does it, he literally ruins any chance of intimacy because I get so irritated. It's my least favorite part about actual dogs. You got to be a dog hater.
Is
then.
breathing? You don't like when dogs breathe like that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't want a dog breathing on me like that.
That's
I do. I think
crazy.
it's cute and adorable. It's
My least favorite part about dogs is licking
Yeah, I don't like to be licked.
because there's a residue afterwards. I'll let a dog breathe on me. I'm not worried about that.
I also don't want to be breathed. Christian's parents just went on a little trip and left their dog with us, and Ned is a huge giant goblin dog.
Is he still with you?
No. We'll have him next week though.
I love seeing Ned.
No, Ned's a good dog, but he's a big like pit bull lab mix, and he
He's a
has
fucked up little
hot
freak.
breath, and he just stands next to
You
you,
know-
and breathes his hot stank ass breath right on top of you.
Yeah.
Ned kind of does this actually. Like in the morning when he wants to be pet. Ned has we watch him the first thing when he wakes up, or when I wake up to let him out, is he comes up to me and he walks in between your legs, and then he does the little sniff thing and he wants you to rub his butt.
He wants butt scratches,
That's the first thing in the morning.
and then he
he's
does
like, all
little
right,
tippy taps with his
all right,
feet.
now we can go outside. It's kind of cute.
It is cute, but he just stands there and he's this hot stank ass breath.
His
It's
underbite,
like on my leg.
tongue too long, sticks out of his mouth.
The tip of his tongue is dry because it never goes all the way in. He's a cute dog. He's a little shit, but he's cute.
This is such bullshit that he gets upset when I get angry that he won't listen to me and says that I'm confusing him and shutting him down as a man, blah, 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 blah. I've tolerated so much shit from him and don't understand why that one little detail is such a big deal to stop doing it if it's getting to the point that I don't want him to touch me because I feel disrespected. Am I the asshole?
No, of course not. I think you should break up with him.
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, this is something that I would definitely be pro breaking up over because I doubt he's like. This feels like it's like a almost a subconscious natural reaction from him.
Yeah.
Being that his like reaction or his like he loves the physical touch. He loves like doing that. And yeah, I mean,
The fact that
He's 1/4 golden retriever. You can't blame the man.
he's got that dog in him.
the fact that you have said multiple times, like, "Hey, I really don't like this," and he continues to cross that boundary.
Yeah.
He clearly doesn't respect you the way that you won't deserve to be respected. And if he's not going to respect you on this, he's just, what else is he going to disrespect?
I wouldn't assign that much maliciousness to this specifically.
Even if it's subconscious, if he's subconsciously disrespecting you on this,
Yeah, I'm just saying I wouldn't assign like maliciousness to it, but I agree that you should just break up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you should
So
continue
Josh
your
doesn't think he's a
relationship.
bad guy. Josh doesn't think he's a bad guy.
I mean, it's like
he randomly left me to go live with his surprise 19-year-old fiance. We're
That's
27.
the update?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
how old was he?
27.
Okay, so he is a bad person. First and foremost. But he did the right thing in breaking up with you after you discovered this, I assume. Just too late. He did the right thing, but too late.
I found all of her socials where she posted her address, phone number, and email because she's a child. She doesn't know any better.
That's crazy.
Best of all, she's a dog care specialist. I don't know what to do. The best thing to do is probably nothing. Maybe she'll fucking neuter him since I did it.
What do you mean you don't know what to do? You should know exactly what to do.
You break up.
You can,
Yeah.
Send something dastardly in the mail? No. Is that what you're saying?
No, just break up.
I think they're
unibombing-
broken up. It's his 19-year-old fiance. I think they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. That does imply. I mean, we didn't know how long they were dating for, right?
No.
That does imply that you're the cheatee, which is kind of crazy.
Ooh, would hate to find out that knowledge. Huh?
Oh, yeah, I guess
But
that makes sense.
But then it's also like, how long was he dating a 19-year-old for?
Yeah.
There's only 1 year window. To
I've
where
only
it
been dating her
becomes
for
illegal.
364 days.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's so fucked up. Wait, this is a listener submission.
Yeah.
I forgot it was a listener submission. That's so fucked. What I was gonna say is like, it's sort of like if you really, or you're in a relationship with someone and you love them or whatever, but you hate their laugh, right? Where it's like, I don't like your laugh. It's just not gonna in the long run be compatible because like it sucks.
Such an integral thing.
And it's when you are happy, I get upset.
Yeah.
And so if it was something along the lines of an honest, like this is just his reaction, like that breathing thing specifically, like you just break up and it's fine. Like you're saying, Erica, like it's just not compatible.
yeah.
I think we learned that it wasn't compatible with the update.
I don't think that had anything to do with the update.
Okay. I do think him being a dog kind of led to him being a freaking dog, you know?
Yeah.
R/am I the asshole?
Yes.
My wife demands I shower at night, not in the morning. She calls me disgusting. Am I being the asshole?
Because of the bed stuff?
Like you want to be clean before you get into clean bed.
Yeah.
I get that.
That makes sense. See, I was a morning shower before you kind of dropped that knowledge on me one time. I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
I do like to shower at night.
I'm a morning shower. We just change the sheets.
What the hell,
I mean, we
Rich?
still change our sheets,
Yeah.
but
Every night?
you change your sheets every single night?
No.
Okay.
Just checking if you guys did.
If we're up to me, we'd never change them.
I mean, we'll talk about this after the story. It's a short one. My wife demands that I shower at night, or says that I'm not allowed in bed, and that I'm disgusting and it's unattractive. I sometimes like to shower in the morning. What can I say? When I'm already tired at bedtime, I don't want to shower. I work in a clean office setting, and all my dirty articles of clothing are obviously off before I try to get into bed. If I was covered in dirt or something, I would shower, but I'm just not. Am I being an asshole, or is she being controlling?
Both.
Yeah, it feels like this is one of those very rare cases where there is a middle ground.
Yeah.
There really is a middle ground here. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. Then it's his wife. Ooh. How did you get far enough into the relationship to get married?
That's what I was thinking as
Yeah.
well.
Didn't live together until marriage.
yeah, maybe something like that.
If you want to shower in the morning, that's your body. Of course, that's your choice. I think the solution here is separate beds.
Ooh.
Yeah, or like a split queen or split king or something.
Yeah. What if you just slept on the couch?
But-
and then separate comforter.
A split is only the split box. It's this box spring that's split.
Well, then also split the mattress. Push
Yeah.
two twins together.
Yeah, we're talking Catholic marriage style. We need two
You want two
two
separate rooms?
mattresses.
Mattresses.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Love those movies.
Back to bed sheets and changing them. Is this a typical dude experience of not realizing that you should have at a minimum 2 sets of sheets so you can be rotating them to wash them?
I would yeah. I mean, that's definitely more common for like dudes.
Because
Yeah.
I owned a single set of sheets until I lived with Erica, and also the knowledge that at a minimum, probably this is a heavy minimum, wash your sheets like once a month. I thought
when you didn't live with her, you're claiming that you wash your sheets once a month.
No, I'm
okay.
Less
claiming
than that.
Okay.
I'm claiming twice a year, probably.
Wow, that's actually pretty high.
I mean, it was probably low. It was probably.
Uh-huh.
You know when you lay in sheets so long that they eventually get like kind of stretched out and never like fucking fit right again, and then you wash them one time, then it like shrinks, and it's like, oh, that's how they're supposed to fit.
Yeah, they're like jeans for
Yeah.
sure.
About when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, we change our sheets about once a month.
What are you thinking? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks max.
Ours is about. We wash them once they fall off a single time now is about what versus
my
like they don't even
God.
fit on is kind of what my metric was.
Speaking of sheets, I cannot believe we didn't talk about this on Wednesday because I am still so pissed about it.
I was too tired to retain this knowledge. Just felt like a dream.
Olsen woke up in the middle of the night. He came in. He said, Mama, whatever. I take him back to his room, get him to go back to sleep. I come back in to go into bed. I'm just laying down, and all of a sudden, something wet and squishy is in between my toes. And I said, what the fuck? Christian woke up. He's like, what? What happened? I turned the flashlight on my phone, and it's cat puke in my bed.
Oh.
In my bed, under the blanket.
Oh, it was under the blanket? I thought you stepped on it like getting into bed.
No. No. It was in our bed,
Yeah.
in between my toes.
So
chill
Olsen
toes.
brought it in? Is that what's going
No.
on? Oh, I see. Okay. One of your cats just got under there and left you a little surprise.
Yep. And I don't know how I didn't wake up to the horrific noise of a cat about to throw up,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
And you could probably go another 2 weeks with those sheets before you take them off?
No.
I mean, we just flip them inside out.
Olsen also immediately woke up and came back into our bedroom. And Christian and I were so focused on the cat puke in our bed and it also being 3:00 in the morning. And Olsen swung our bedroom door open so hard and it just like bounced off the door stopper, scared the bejesus out of both of me and Christian.
He's a strong boy.
Yeah.
And by the time the door hit the doorstop, Olsen was already like halfway into our bedroom, like standing at the foot of our bed, just staring at us. And we both screamed,
Yeah.
and he's standing at the foot of the bed going, heh. And Christian's like, oh, if you get the baby, I'll get the puke. And I was like, it's in between my toes. He's like, okay, I got the baby.
I don't
He's
even
still
remember
half asleep
I was like,
himself.
I don't remember even the conversation. I just remember like having to pick him up and be like, what the fuck's going on?
I was so fucking mad. And I had to change the entire bedding at like 3:00 in the morning.
That's rough.
It was so upsetting. It was so disgusting. And I don't know which cat it was. I think it was George. Not that that matters, but anyway.
Fucking George. Yes.
There's my change the sheets story for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just have my cat puke in it every 2 weeks. That way we're forced to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's smart.
That is
Yeah.
really smart.
r/am I the asshole _ would I be the asshole _ public?
I love this. I love we're already back to the well.
That's a whoop.
No.
No.
I read it the other week.
_ public?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Aita _ _ public. Am I the ass?
I read it from _ pubic.
Oh,
That makes sense.
shit. Am I the asshole
You
for
little freak?
Am I the asshole for not getting
One more time.
from the top? Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for getting a married woman pregnant and not telling her husband?
Not necessarily.
I, 19 male, have been seeing this woman, 36 female, for a few months now.
Hit that button, please.
You're not.
She's
But the thing is, you're not necessarily the one that should be the most asshole in this scenario.
yeah, you're gonna be.
You have somebody taking advantage of you.
You're gonna hate this next sentence. She's married with 3 kids: a 17-year-old, a 15, and 2 15-year-old twin daughters. He's 19. Just a quick reminder. So she should know that's kind
So
of
they're not
fucking
his
gross.
kids.
No,
Okay.
It started out as a fling, but things got serious quickly. She told me she was in a rough patch with her husband, but I didn't expect things to go as far as they did. Recently, she found out that she's pregnant, and it's mine. She's pretty sure of that because her and her husband haven't been intimate in a long time.
Well, if you want to keep up this lie, you better get intimate real quick.
Instead of coming clean to her husband, she says that she's just decided that she's going to
Get
Instead-
intimate with him real quick.
Instead of coming clean to her husband, she's decided that he's just going to raise the baby as his own by sleeping with him for a month or two, and then claiming that it's his.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's classic piece of shit move.
Yeah.
And she doesn't plan on telling him the truth at all. She says he'll just assume it's his, and it'll be easier for everyone that way.
This is 19-year-old, you fucking run. This is about as best case scenario that you can get.
Yeah, you better
right now.
hope you live in a state with strict gun laws, if I'm being for real. Part of me feels guilty for being involved in all this. But another part of me wonders if it's even my responsibility to say something.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. But
The idea of someone else raising my kid without knowing the truth doesn't sit right with me. But if I come forward, I could blow up her whole family and cause chaos for her kids who don't deserve this.
that's not your fault, though.
I went to high school with them. They're actually kind of solid people. I don't know if I should let her handle things her way or if I should come clean to the husband. Am I the asshole for even considering telling him?
Yeah. I mean, no. Yeah, the thing is, morally, you should tell him. You should never sleep with this woman again. You should morally tell him. I don't think you should. I think you just bounce. I think you just get the fuck out of there. You just be a piece of shit a little bit, and you save your life.
Yeah.
But you have to tell him if you want to be able to sleep at night. You have to fucking tell him.
Yeah.
If you have a shred of decency.
I mean, we're going to hate to hear this, but there's a second path we could go down that you could probably talk to her about, considering.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, yeah, that would be something that you would, like, she would have to come to that decision now.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy that she isn't.
That's what I'm thinking.
That would have, yeah, unless they live in a place where it's not possible.
To have a 17-year age gap.
And we are talking about breaking up with her husband and marrying him.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, yeah.
What were you talking about?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
We're not talking about the other word.
Right.
I just, you know what? I
Polycule.
said a 17-year age gap between the talking about the kids, but they had a 17-year age gap. So that's kind of, it's kind of gross, huh? You're like, that's kind of wild.
Okay.
You what?
I had a friend who was in pretty much the exact same scenario. Sans pregnancy.
I remember this now.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. I wonder how they met.
I don't remember this.
It was
It'll spark your memory once we talk
Yeah.
about it later.
I feel like you're gonna forget.
No. Old friend of the...
We'll tell it on the bonus episode. How about that?
Okay.
So it's just a little bit longer. From r/off my chest. I'm about to ruin my best friend's life, and I don't feel any remorse.
What the heck?
My soon-to-be ex-best friend and I have been friends since middle school. We know everything about each other. Our families are basically one big family now. You kind of get the idea.
Like saying you get the idea now after giving nothing else is so funny.
Well,
Me and Christian are really good friends. You understand. Correct. Yes.
like I said, we tell each other everything. I don't know if you even got to that part, really. You didn't really mention that. Recently, she came to me telling me that she's been having an affair for 4 months with her superior at her new job, which she only started about a year ago. She told me not out of guilt, but to brag about the dream vacation that she's going on with her AP, the affair partner,
Yeah.
disguised as a work trip. She asked me to cover for her if her husband asks if we've been in contact because she plans on going black for that week, so you should have no way of finding out. Little side note here, we've both known her husband since high school. They're high school sweethearts, so they've been together for almost 15 years now. Her husband is one of the most honest, hardworking, genuine people I know. He, of course, took everything she said about working late and the business trips at face value because he trusts her more than anything.
Why would you not trust your wife?
Yeah. I told her that I would not be covering for her and to get out of my house because I couldn't even look at her right now. Later, I told my husband everything that happened, and he was just as shocked and disgusted as I was. Her husband is basically his best friend. So he, of course, has a lot of loyalty to him as well. My husband pointed out something that I didn't even think of, our security camera. It caught everything. We plan on going to her husband tonight with the proof. It'll be up to him to decide what he wishes to do with it, but he deserves to know. Secondly, we're taking this to her job. As far as I know, fraternization of any kind is prohibited at her workplace. She's also promoted once by the same supervisor. So this could have been some kind of favoritism. Our guess is that they'll both be fired. Finally, I'm going to send a snippet of her admitting the affair to all of her family, including mine. As you know, they're basically family at this point. As I said, our families are very intertwined, so I'll easily be able to contact the majority of her family. I'm not going to give her a chance to spin this against me or her husband.
Yeah.
Some may think this is harsh, but I wholeheartedly disagree with what she's doing.
I mean, you're definitely going above and beyond, but you're not doing anything wrong. Like, maybe I wouldn't bring it up to the work, but like, you tell the husband first, and then I guess you'd let the husband do that part.
You're not a best friend.
Well, not
Wow.
even. No way, right? No way.
Wow.
You can tell your best friend, like, I don't think that this is a good idea. You shouldn't be doing that. I am morally against everything that you're doing right now. You take that secret to your grave.
That's wild, Erica.
Your best friend,
That's insane.
your
You're on
best
board?
friend.
Erica, if Christian came to me and told me he was cheating on you actively, I would tell you.
Thank you. I appreciate that from you.
That's crazy.
I really do appreciate that.
And that doesn't make
If Sydney
me...
came to me and told me that she was cheating on her husband, I would not tell him.
That is...
No.
And that is
Absolutely not.
insane.
This
That is
is crazy.
wild. That is so insane. I wouldn't tell
I
the
hate
workplace.
this, Erica. This is like the biggest red flag I've ever heard from you.
I'm sorry.
This is insane.
Well, okay, so hang on. If Sydney comes to you and says, I'm cheating on my husband,
Yeah.
you're not telling her husband.
Absolutely not.
Would you tell Christian?
Oh, 100%.
So what if
Yeah.
Christian now wants to tell her husband?
I would be morally conflicted. I would be like, we gotta.
Because he's not best friends with Sydney.
And I'm gonna sink ships.
Okay,
I
but
got
you have to
loose
know.
lips.
You have to know. As my best friend, I tell my husband everything.
Right.
So if
That
you're
is
telling
true.
me, he's gonna know.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it is with this. I almost said that. It's like as soon as the wife found out, it's like husband's gonna know right
Yep.
away.
If you want to tell him, that's on you. My conscience is clear. I'm going to tell you, I don't think you should be doing that. Don't be a fucking idiot. Stop this right now.
Yeah.
But I would never rat on you to your husband.
But would you be friends with someone who did that?
Yeah, I'd still be your friend.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
But if Christian cheated on you,
He's dead to me, obviously.
of course. And if I cheated on Aurora,
That's your business.
you would still be friends with me? That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Probably.
That's crazy. This is just surprising to me to find out about you.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've just not. I've not really been in that
Yeah.
situation.
Sure.
We've always just been better friends with the person that got cheated on. So it was never like an
Right.
issue.
We pick the better side every time. So
Lucky.
not lucky.
I can't
it's
think.
choice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I haven't been friends with somebody who's like a cheater since high school. And like, you know,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I agree. You know
My
what?
world's rocked.
I didn't say anything in high school, but I didn't talk to his girlfriend. If I'm being for real.
Huh?
The biggest cheater we knew in high school.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. You didn't talk to his girlfriend. I did. We were really good friends, actually. But the thing is, she knew that she
Oh,
was
that's
getting,
crazy.
She
Yeah.
knew that she was getting cheated on every time. She was just also always going back to him. But it's like high school, you know? Like, how much can you blame people for
Yeah.
like being stuck in dumb relationships in high school? You know, like she was a high schooler. She didn't know any better. Like better. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's stupid, but like she was 17.
I guess.
Like the guy's still a piece of shit, but like
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was just like, I'll stay with you because you said you love me. It's like, okay, yeah, you're dumb, but sure.
That backs up what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're fucking dumb. Don't do that. But I still love you.
okay.
Yeah, but we still told her, or like she knew, you know.
And I'm still telling you. Like, if Sydney's cheating on her
crazy.
husband, I'm telling
This
you.
is crazy.
You're
There's
a
little bit
stupid
of a leap
idiot.
here, right?
Yeah, there's a large leap. There's a big old leap, but that's okay, Erica. Like you said, you've never been in this scenario, so you never know what you would actually do.
You know, that's really true. That is really true.
Yeah. So what's something your best friend could tell you that you would legally or morally, not legally, morally you would have to tell?
Nothing.
Like she's got a plan to assassinate a political figure.
My lips are sealed.
And you're going down with the ship.
I know nothing, actually.
Actually, it's kind of sick. That's actually how I live life. So.
Okay, I'm just that's test one. Test two.
Uh-huh.
I don't even want to joke about anything serious because it feels weird to joke about anything serious.
What if they
To me-
had
Okay.
a gen-
To
what
me,
if-
assassinating a politician is not serious, but I didn't want to jump to like you doing a mass shooting and being like, "Are you going to tell her
Well-
if she's texting all of her all the people she likes at work don't show up to work tomorrow? Are you
Okay.
going to call her work and be like, "Hey, excuse me"?
Yes. Okay. You found the thing.
That's what I mean.
Okay, no,
It's
but I saw a TikTok the other day where this person was like, "Here's a scenario to test your morality and your friendship, whatever." So
I
think
passed
about
it. Don't worry, I'm a good test taker.
we haven't even talked about it. I just talked about it with Courtney.
Shit.
Anyway, this woman
I'm a bad
says,
liar too.
I think it was more of a sibling relationship. So like your sibling's child, so your niece or your nephew goes missing.
Yeah,
They find the child's body. Okay, so your niece or nephew was murdered.
gotcha. Allegedly.
Your sibling calls you up and says, "Hey, I know who did it. I have them in my basement. I was torturing them. They refused. No, listen. They refused to admit it. They died. And now the police just called me and said that they've got the guy that did it. Full confession, all the evidence, but I just killed somebody.
Yeah.
You got to cover for me."
No, I'm calling the cops as soon as I said I've got the guy in my basement. Are you kidding me? I'm not a narc.
I'm not telling you shit, Joshua.
So you do like the police?
No, but that's insane. He's going through a mental health crisis.
His child just died.
Of course. That's
An eye
why
for
he
an
shouldn't
eye,
have
dude.
a
It's
weapon in his hand
Eye
to
for an eye, brother. It's
murder an
still
innocent person. I also don't believe in
Harambe. Harambe is a fucking fraud.
Harambe.
Harambe. Harambe.
I also don't believe in capital punishment for the same reason.
Listen, I'm not saying what they did was right. All I'm saying is I never got this phone call and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just believe that in general, a lot of people in America are very quick to go for vengeance as opposed to anything that's helpful or useful. So
That's fine. But I also completely understand when it's your child.
but in this scenario, you painted he murdered an innocent person.
Correct.
So it's not. If there's no like, well, it was your kid. Your kid gets murdered. You don't just go get to murder someone and be like, oh, someone else died, so I'm good.
What if it's the purge day?
Oh, well, now I'm pro purge.
Checkmate, liberal.
I've always been pro purge for this.
I'm not saying that person deserves to die.
Yeah.
They were an innocent. I'm not saying that was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm saying I know nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're still gonna be friends with the person.
If I'm being for real, if it came out that they married the wrong person, it's getting dialed. If it's, unfortunately, I'm sinking ships. The lips are loose. Okay.
If I get a phone call and it's, hey, there's
This is
a guy in
fucked
my
up.
basement.
It's fucked up. It's
I'm
me.
immediately calling the cops.
You can't tell Josh anything.
I've got a second phone
Josh
right
is a
here.
narc.
I'm not
That's
a
all right.
narc. He's about to murder.
You're a narc. I'm not telling you nothing.
Here's the thing.
He's a murderer.
Here's the thing. I'm actually very happy that he's this way because I don't have anything for him to narc on me about. So like, keep being a good guy, Josh.
I'm not saying you do. I'm just,
I would never have a reason to be narked on. I have no enemies, Erica.
I agree.
And what if I said there are things that he told me not to tell you specifically in the past?
Okay.
That
That's what best friends are for.
That doesn't bother you at all.
That's crazy.
The thing
that
is, he's
she's not.
already, yeah.
She's didn't even bat an eye, and that makes me think she told things that I'm not supposed to know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got from this. Guys, we better add in this.
Listen,
Erica's got her. She's in hot water. She might be in the doghouse.
Oh, yeah?
anybody that I'm friends with that's listening to this, if you murder someone, I'm not friends with you anymore, and I'm gonna call the cops. And I don't think that's an insane thing to say.
Here's the thing: giving them a heads up. Now I'm on board entirely. I wouldn't have been friends with you in the first place if I knew you were gonna fucking narc on me.
I'm not saying I would continue to be your friend. I'm saying
You're nothing.
I'm saying I know nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not advocate. Yeah, I also wouldn't speak to the cops without a lawyer present.
Okay. Anyways, this is the Judgies.
I don't know. No, that's Erica of the Judgies. I don't know if we want to stamp. I think this is Josh of the Judgies. This is Erica of the Judgies.
If you want to cut all of it, you can cut all of it. I stand by what I said.
No, we're going to get so many hate comments. It's going to be wonderful.
This is going to be awesome.
This is going to be awesome.
And all 11 viewers that made it to this part, it's going to be fucking sick as hell.
This is peak Josh and Erica yelling about something and Christian in the middle just ping pong or tennis matching it.
I was going crazy over here. Where can they find us?
On the internet, wherever you're at, we're there too. And our handle is most likely at JudgiesPod, JUDGIESPOD. If you want to send us in your own listener submitted story, opinions, fun facts, whatever drama you got going on in your life, please do that at judgiespod@gmail.com.
You know what?
Don't admit to any murders.
Hang on.
Josh is going to narc on you.
No, hang on.
That's true. He would.
I'm trying to think of a fun way to set that up. Maybe we do an Instagram. Can you set up an Instagram story live right now, and then we'll review it on the bonus episode over at patreon.com/judgiespod.
That's very smart.
Ask our listeners, your best friend just murdered someone. Do you call the cops on them, or do you know nothing? And thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you next week or next in about 3 minutes when you get on over to the bonus episode.
Joshua, get in.
The Judgies love you. I think there's actually a joke about this in the dad joke book.